actually start to kick off here, guys. Hope everybody is doing good. And it looks like I am live on... Am I live on YouTube? No, I'm not. Well, am I live? I don't know. It's looks like the stream is coming through. There it goes on YouTube, and we're going to go on Rumble. We are competing with the Rumble Heroes on Rumble, guys. Multiple platforms we are on, while we can be on. Just a channel note so people know. My Instagram was taken down, so Instagram is no longer viable, folks, to message me. So if you want to message me, guys, I want to say, and it looks like I'm very sorry that Instagram is taken down. I don't know why. I hope they don't take down my Facebook. I don't have much of anything anymore, as everywhere is getting taken down. DLive is working, and Odyssey is not working. So Odyssey is the only one that's not working, guys, and we're having a really tough time getting a stream working soon. So it's saying starting soon. So that's down, and we got Twitch working, and I want to thank everybody for being here. To the Heel versus Face podcast today. Sorry about that, folks. Just want to tidy it up a little bit here for you guys. So the it looks presentable. Yeah. All right, guys. Today is Friday, November 24th, and it's 9:33 a.m. Pacific time. And thanks everybody for being here. And I got a lot of just spam blocking my little buttons here. I just need to. There we go. There we go. I love the spam. You're trying to press buttons and you got all the spam bubbles everywhere. Yeah, there's more over here. Let me refresh that. So we got our soundboard ready to go here, and hopefully we can get more than 10 people watching this. And Heel Mike, H-E-E-L, not H-E-E-L. I'm retarded, so that's my to people that correct grammar and spelling. I'm a retard, so I have nothing. That's what my thing is, and that's what I was told when I was in the Canadian schooling system here in Canada, and that's what I've always been, and that's what I am. Mike, you always have streams going on. Can you check that? Can people chat confirmed that too? You have streams going on. Can you check, and can people in the chat confirm that too? I have 2 streams going on. I don't know why there's 2 streams going on. You're asking the wrong man. Right, so there it is right there. We got a little bit of people here on Facebook. So okay, guys, just a quick channel update so you guys know where we're at. The Twitter, my Twitter is gone. It was gone a few days ago. So Twitter has been taken down, folks, and Twitter has been taken down, and it looks like we just can't stream on Odyssey anymore, so I'm just going to close that. It's a distraction. And everything else seems to be working good, guys. I just want to thank everybody for being here, and that's that. So that's that. Okay, so we've got quite a bit here to cover for you guys, and I want to keep it as nice and so we got people jumping into the comments. Okay, heel versus face. What am I talking about here? Well, here it is, folks. Heel versus face. Very simple. Let me get the soundboard queued up for this one, because we need a little bit of attraction for this. So you got... Let me just get this in front of me so I can get this properly here. So let's try this again, folks, just to get this set it straight. All right, guys. Heel versus face. What are we talking about, folks, here? Heel versus face. This is what it's been. It's been like this for millennia. And since social media has taken a grapple or has gripped the masses, people are very easily to take sides. People are very easily manipulated. Back in the day, it was word of mouth. And when people read things in papers, and it was word of mouth. People formed opinions. People understood kind of like, be careful what you're reading. It could be a lie. It's all a staged event. Watch these world leaders. Don't trust nobody. And the mainstream media is on the hook for a lot of lying, right? And the heel versus face thing has been going on for a long time. Now, who do we have now? What's on our card? What's on the card, people? Who's the heel versus face? Well, we got Justin Trudeau. Yeah, Justin Trudeau, the heel, who's destroyed Canada single-handedly. So brilliant. He's so smart. He just knew what to put in place at the right time to destroy Canada. He did such a great job at masterminding this all on his own. A drama teacher, all on his own. And yeah, there he is. There it is. That's Justin Trudeau. But then, don't worry, folks. We have a hero on the horizon. Pierre Poilievre. Yes, Pierre Poilievre. Okay. Yeah, Pierre Poilievre. The face. The man who's going to bring justice and light. So what Pierre Poilievre is going to do is this. Let me get warmed up here for you guys. This is what Pierre Poilievre is going to do. He's going to take the $1,000 a month you're paying in taxes to the government, whether it's a federal, provincial, whatever level, let's say combined taxes of $1,000. Instead of paying the $1,000 in tax, Pierre Poilievre is only going to make sure you pay $800 in tax. And people think they win. People think they're ahead because now, instead of paying the $1,000 in taxes, they're only paying $800. You have this all over the world, right? You have Joe Biden. You think he was selected by chance? No, he was selected because they need him in there. Just the same thing that Trudeau's doing. Now, who is the face? Donald Trump. And then Donald Trump has been taking his sides, right? A lot of these Rumble heroes. Let's what do we got here? Rumble heroes, Twitter stars, post-COVID influencers that came after COVID to save the day. They all have one thing in common. They're all starting to show their true colors. Every single one of them are showing their true colors. All these influencers. Because they've taken sides and they fell for the trap. Right? And they fell for the trap. Everyone eventually will come back to Mike Martins. Everybody eventually will come and seek for the truth. I have nothing to hide here. I could expose and show you guys my financials. The $2,600 I made in the last 10 years in social media. It's very transparent for you guys to see. I am not bought and paid for. And that's why we call it heel versus face today. We have it all over the world. And we are playing these good versus bad, bad versus good. We are being played and sucked into this world game. The world's a stage. Everything's fake. Nothing is real. Wake up, people. Well, I got a college degree. You just got had. Now you got student loans to pay. Because they federalized all the student loan system and you can't go bankrupt on it. Yeah! But hey, the face is gonna come in. Joe Biden, right? Well, he's the heel to some, but he's the face to some others. But he's gonna be coming in, and he's gonna be forgiving that student loan debt. Because if they didn't federalize, like we said 10 years on this channel, if they didn't federalize student loans, just like the federalized and mandated car insurance, it'd be dirt cheap to go to school. But they went ahead and federalized it, and they lent out money at extremely low rates, and you don't have to pay it back till you graduate. Ah! Yeah, And this is the world we live in. Heel versus face, folks. Don't believe in everything that you see. Don't believe in everything that they tell you. Don't believe in everything that they want you to know. Don't take sides. Visually inspect. Take the time. Enjoy the show. Come for the truth. Mike Martins will be here until one day they take me out. Okay, so let's go back. Sorry, guys. I just had to make sure I got that message out for you guys. And Old White Guy. I love that guy. I love Old White Guy. I really hope he can come back on Mike in the Night sometime. We need callers on Mike in the Night. Mike in the Night's dying, folks, because we just can't get callers in. We gotta get callers into the show. And I'll show you guys what the show looks like. Like, just so you guys know, it's not a waste of time. I think it's on. Yeah, I don't want to confirm we're on Rumble, because then if we're not on Rumble, then what do I do, right? If we can't get a stream key, because that's what Mike in the Night looks like. That's the last Mike in the Night. Here, there it is right there. And you could tune in if you're listening to this. We get a lot more people listen to Mike in the Night on replay. And the callers that call in are incredible. I can't play this on other platforms. That's going to get me banned. And let me see if I have some faces you could see here, some familiar faces. And
I thought, oh no, it's like you're an amazing person, and yeah, on the mind.
Hold on, let me add to that. Hold on, I'm going to tell you something, but don't think I'm weird, okay?
No.
I was actually thinking about you yesterday.
Yep.
I remember the Scooby-Doo car you drove.
Yes, you do. I loved you. Loved the Trans Am.
I'll never forget you. So you came in, you had a couple. So somebody came in to visit me at the store. So he came in from Australia, rented a car in Vancouver, and then drove up and spent the entire day with me at the store. And that's not a lot of, and I really appreciate that gentleman there for doing that, and taking the time to be with us, to be with me, to come and see me. And I'm going to give you guys a link to my channel. If you want to piss off all the Rumble heroes, go over to Rumble and subscribe to me. And I don't know if Old White Guy's there. I don't know if he's moved over. I know Omar's there. And so we got Don't Obey is on Rumble. We have 4 people watching on Rumble right now live. And guys, go over there and subscribe. Even on Facebook. There we go. And I'm going to go over on DLive. DLive will be our last resort, folks. So when I'm kicked off a Rumble again, what's going to happen is we're going to just go to DLive. So if you guys want to go over to DLive too and get over there. I just want to get everybody organized. So when we start losing all our platforms, and I am no longer on Twitter, is gone, or X, or whatever the hell they call it for the week, is gone. And yeah. And I'm thinking it could be that Mike in the Night-a-thon that I ran for 30, 40 hours. And there was some things that were said in previous Mike in the Nights that are very sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Very, very sensitive. So we got PatCom101, who is tuning in from Ireland. Thank you for being here. And we're going to go over your country too a little bit here. And we're going to be... We're going to be here for a little bit here with you guys. For another hour at least. And if you don't mind sharing this, I got my little slideshow open here for you guys. So all right, let's see what's happening, how it's affecting you. And I'm going to build up to this whole Ireland and what's happening there, why we're here, how we got there. And let's start off with the distractions. Group of Israeli hostages released, but no one's talking about how people were protesting 39 weeks straight to get Netanyahu out of presidency in Israel. Right now, a lot of people don't know that Israel's current administration is the worst one they've had in 54 years. And people had enough, and the people were protesting against Netanyahu. We covered it on Mike in the Night every week for 39, 40 weeks. Some people say the protests were 42 weeks, 39 weeks. No one else was covering it. We were covering it on a weekly basis. right? And the same thing with the Javier Milei from Argentina. We've been covering and following his career for the last 9 months, and what he said about the Pope, what he said about social influence, like everything that's going on in Argentina, and how he was calling out the Brazilian government. We were covering that, and that's really nice that we've been covering. And then boom, Russell Brand comes out of the smoke. And talking about this guy and from Argentina and everybody. Wow, thank you, all these Rumble heroes and YouTube influencers for telling us about this man and what he's done. And what we've been covering it for 9 months already, his career. So it's all a distraction, folks, and it all comes out in the wash. So there's your distraction there. More U.S. and Germany hoping to force Zelensky to peace. More distraction. And we told you that this war from day one is a war of attrition, and it's going to fizzle out. It's all money laundering. Money laundering. And let's keep going. And more distractions here in the UK. Or Australian news. Nothing about the riots in... motivated, furious PM Slam City. So if you're in an English-speaking country, they're going to show it as ultra-right, conservative, Catholic terrorists, right? That's what they're going to label us. And Canadian news, you got nothing here. What do you got here? Some guy talking about something about Napoleon. What do we got? Victims, Rainbow Bridge identified. And they're going to obviously never let a tragedy go to waste. They're going to milk that Rainbow Bridge until the end of time. And let's go into Ireland. So Dublin riot, huge destruction after school stabbing leads to 34 arrests. And Irish police have arrested 34 people after rioting by hooligan faction caused by chaos in Dublin last night. And it's the same thing when Argentina and Chile was protesting no confidence in government. It was the hooligans, don't go out. We were covering that on Mike of the Night in 2019 when we told the title is called They're Gonna Pull the Trigger on a Pandemic, Worldwide Riots, Civil Unrest Around the World. That's what the title of the video was in 2019. But it's okay. You got Russell Brand that's going to be ushering this stuff into the future. And then Joe Rogan will be talking about this in 7 years. So if you tune into Joe Rogan, he'll be talking about this in 7 years. Don't worry, folks. You're covered. So there it is. And why? Well, they're not even telling you seriously injured. They're not even telling why they're doing this. So let's see. Violent protests after women and children injured in knife attack. So you know that obviously Europe is being plagued with knife violence after they banned guns. And that's why I beg Americans not to give your guns away or give your guns. So there it is right there. Buses and tram have been torched at a shop looted during riots in Dublin City. After stabbing outside of school left 3 children injured. And yeah, people have no confidence in government, right? Dublin. Again, riots, Dublin, and then it goes into the same thing. So shame on Ireland, Prime Minister says. Of course, he's bought and paid for. They're all bought and paid for. He is the face. He is the face. He's not the heel. He is the face to the WEF, and he is the heel to the world. Boo! He is the heel. And Irish PM doubles down on support for mass immigration after child stabbings. Where's the boo? Where's my soundboard? Where are you, boo? Boo, where are you, boo? So this piece of garbage wants to double down on support for mass immigration. Instead of allowing countries to build themselves up and reclaim and actually start a commerce, start their own trading, start their own fabrication, start their own economy, they are deemed as terrorists. The second they hit oil in their country, the second they start finding lithium ion, China comes in to take it, everyone comes and rushes in and destroys everybody else's country. So they're forced to migrate to English-speaking worlds, right? So this piece of crap here is saying protesters who took to the streets in Dublin last night after the Algerian migrants stabbed multiple children in the city center on Thursday did so not of patriotism but hate, claimed Irish Prime Minister Leo, who issued a statch defense of his government and mass migration policy. At the press release Friday, Vardakar commended the ugly scenes across the Irish capital late on Thursday evening as citizens turned out en masse to express their anger at the horrific attack a few hours earlier, with some tuning to violence and attempting to burn down hotels, houses, housing asylum seekers, torch police cars, and loot shops. So hotels, housing, asylum seekers, torch cars, protest, and loot shops. As a country, we need to reclaim Ireland, and we need to take it away from the cowards who hide behind the masks and try to terrify us with violence. No, it's the Irish proper that are taking back their country. It's the Irish proper that is tired of this shit. And Ireland to tighten hate laws amid far-right Dublin riot. Far right. If you're conservative and you're pro-family and you love your kids and you love life and you love to conserve your family ways, you love your national anthem, you love your coat of arms of your country, you love your people, you're racist. Far-right neo-Nazi. That's exactly who you are. So let's keep going here. Dublin is safe, says Irish PM Varadkar, after 34 arrested in riots. We're just getting warmed up. Now, what did we tell you here? What did we tell you here about Ireland? So let's go to our way back playback time machine here on our YouTube channel before it gets taken down. Ireland is dying. Taxes, fuel prices, basic food prices, mass exodus, inflation hitting hard. Ireland is dying. And record September inflation, groceries up 12.4%. This was 1 year, 8 months ago. Ireland, massive housing crisis, food prices, rentals, energy bills, massive brain drain. 4 years, 9 months ago. 4 years, 9 months ago. Sky-high rents are spiraling house prices, rampant across Ireland. Northern Ireland housing is hot as Southern Islanders flee to the north for affordability. 4 years, 11 months ago. Mass exodus of Ireland's youth, Ireland housing takeover, pushing talent out. 5 years, 10 months ago. CPP, so that's Chinese People's Party, investors forcing Irish middle class into homelessness, Ireland housing depression. Chinese People's Party are pushing out locals in Ireland. 9,846 homeless in Ireland. Mass exodus. Foreign investors going to Ireland pricing out locals, leaving homes empty. Empty everywhere. Britain's housing market is too expensive. Dublin's housing crisis. The Great Australian Nightmare. So we're talking about Britain's housing. I guess it's spilling into Ireland. Economic takeover of London, Dublin, Edinburgh, UK. Mass exodus, UK homeless crisis 6 years, 4 months ago. And it just goes on and on. And we've been reporting here that Ireland has been economically taken over. And what is happening? Well, this is what's been happening in Europe. And we've been covering this on Mike in the Night if you want to join us every Saturday night for Mike in the Night. Mass immigration is fueling surge in violent crimes, warns German federal police officer. I have nightmares. I can't leave my house alone anymore. Victim recounts rape by illegal African migrant on French television. Just says days after the attack. And police officers under investigation after shooting a migrant knife man in Germany. So if you protect your citizens from a migrant knife man, you will be under investigation and you will be fired. Nigerian migrant arrested for rape of German minor in Munich car park. Tanzania migrants arrested for gang rape of Italian teenager in Sardinia. Residents of Irish village rage as planned nursing home is scrapped to make way for male adult migrants. So the nursing home that was put in place by these piece of shit city councils are going to go ahead and house migrants. People that are not going to fix the infrastructure. They're not going to do F all to fix the community and actually build the community and come to Ireland to become Irish. Italy signs agreement with Albania for creation of offshore migrant processing centers. And crisis in the Canaries. Spanish islands break annual record for migrant arrivals with 2 months to spare. So there's 31,000. According to the Spanish ministry, a total of 31,933 migrants have now reached the Spanish territory in a small boats in northwestern Africa, exceeding 31,678 arrivals recorded 17 years ago. And Serbian authorities detain over 700 illegal migrants as crackdown on Hungarian border continues. Rough sleeping in London hits a record high as migrants become majority living in the streets. And Pakistan orders 1.73 million illegal Afghan migrants to leave the country by the end of the month after rise in suicide bombings. So Pakistan doesn't even want to deal with certain countries. So, wow. This show tonight, this show this morning, I gotta clock it down. I gotta retard my anger here, folks. All right, let's get to some comments. Hi everybody. Hi Mike. Hi Rob. Sorry guys, my necklace broke here with you guys. My necklace broke, and I felt it make its way down my my chest here. I hope I didn't lose my little cross. I really hope I didn't lose that. But yeah. Okay, let's go to some comments here. I truly believe 2024 is going to be the wake up to sleepers. Yeah, 2024, not African immigration problem. Jesus Christ. And the sleepers are zombie bootlickers. You talk has, I think, glad to know some of us are awake. Go Mike, freedom will win. Stay true to your heart. So how are you racist? Yeah, I'm a racist. I'm a Portuguese living in Canada. And when I was working at a very big fast food restaurant chain, I had to hide the fact I was a Portuguese. And then they hired somebody from my high school, and he told the manager I was Portuguese, and they fired my ass on the same day. I got T4s to prove it. Locations and places. Multiple jobs I've lost for being Portuguese. So yeah, I'm racist. So what else is going on here? Who's on Rumble? Doubles down on immigration. He's a piece of shit, Mike. As you said, I have stronger words for race nation traitors, but you've heard it all before. So sad, says Ricky Todd in the house. Woo! I love Ricky Todd. We got Ricky Todd here this morning. And we got people in, who's on Facebook? We've got 8 people watching me on the Facebook page with 120,000 followers, I think. 120, I don't even remember. And my Mike in the Night's going live with 92,000 followers on Facebook with 2 people watching. Woo! That's how it works, folks. Don't you forget it. Let's keep going. And D-Live, we got less than 5 people watching, which is fine. It's a smaller platform, and we don't have anyone following us on there much. I'm going to give you guys my D-Live if you want to go on there in case the Rumble goes down. In case you actually want to... Everyone's coming back to Mike Martin's. Everyone's going to come for the truth. Everyone's going to seek the truth. Everyone comes back to Mike Martin's. Now that all these Rumble heroes and influencers and all the greats and Twitter stars, all these great people that showed up after COVID who are going to save the world. And people are realizing that these influencers that are being promoted by the platforms are all a bunch of shills. They're all a bunch of sellouts. Oh, yeah. So, I think collectively across 5 platforms, we have roughly, I think, 90 people, 84 people watching collectively across 5 platforms. Because you know where, you know where the truth is, right? Right? Yeah. like we said on the channel, 2024 is going to be woo. They're going to suspend elections in America, like I said, right? So 2024 is going to be the woo. And like I said, they're going to suspend elections in America. Something's going to happen to Donald Trump in August of next year. And it's going to be all kinds of stuff. And we're going to see protesting happening in every country in the world is going to be protesting. No confidence in governments, just like 2019. And we told you the only way out of this is they're going to pull the trigger on a pandemic. And they did. And now we're ushered into 2024. 2024 is going to be the year of years, right? August, September next year is going to be the year of remembrance. 2024 is people will have t-shirts. Hey, all these big platforms that steal our t-shirt ideas. I got one for you. I survived 2024. That's how big it's going to be. We're going to have people wearing t-shirts in 2025 and 2026. I survived 2024. Yeah. And if the mainstream media doesn't get you, the juice is going to get you. The lies are going to get you. It's going to keep breaking you down. And the taxation, the inflation that we've been warning you about all these years, the trail mix that's been left out for you guys to follow and pick up the trail mix as you go and follow the next trend. Or, oh, what's this guy saying? What's that guy saying? Oh my God, Joe Rogan said something. Oh my God, Joe Rogan said something. And that's how they get you. And if you haven't figured out these people are shills, I don't even know what's going to go down from there, right? Any prediction in Argentina after the election, Mike? I don't know. I was talking about Javier Milei for like 9 months and bringing up his career and following what he's been saying and how he's the Donald Trump of Argentina on Mike of the Night every other week. And I found more clips about us talking about that, which is really good. And I want to thank everyone that has backed me up and said, yeah, Mike, 100%. Had somebody come in my store, shake my hand. They're on the way to Chilliwack. They were coming from the interior of Canada, and they said, I never heard of this guy until I watched you on Mike of the Night 8 or 9 months ago following this guy's career. I never heard of this guy. And then, boom, I wake up one morning. He's all over the news. He's all over dissing the Pope, dissing Lula in Brazil, dissing everybody. And I'm like, and the first person I thought of, Mike, was you. You were the only one that brought this guy up before the media explosion with Russell Brand. And did Joe Rogan say something, or is he going to say something in 7 years? But yeah, anyways. We are easily led around for sure, says old white guy. Neo saying you're reading my mind. You know what, guys? I'll tell you what the prediction on Argentina is. I'll give you a bizarro Argentina, and I'm going to stick to a prediction I made back when I was in grade 11. In grade 11, we had to do an exercise on setting up predictions. Like setting up predictions. And we had to make 5 predictions for, like, it was a class homework assignment. And one prediction I made, the first prediction I made actually was Argentina is going to be divided. It's going to be into 2 countries. It's going to be North and South. I predicted, I still remember this, and I'll tell you why I remember this, that there's going to be the capitalists in the North and in the Southern, or maybe the capitalists in the South, or vice versa. Like, I'm just saying there's going to be a divide in Argentina where there's going to be the capitalists, could be in the East or West or whatever. But there's going to be capitalists, industrialists, and then there's going to be socialists. And I believed in that class project, I still remember this, that it's going to be, Argentina will be divided into two North and South, or East or West. And then the teacher asked me, that's a bizarre prediction. Why would you say that about Argentina? It's so removed from us in Canada. Why would you and I said, you know what? I just have a feeling that a lot of countries are going to want to be there for their people and create and make people feel productive in their lives. There's countries that are going to want the family unit to be front and center. And the teacher looked at me and said, the family unit is front and center. And I looked at her and I said, still remember the teacher. In the future, they will divide us at the household. And everyone thought I was just retarded. I am I am partially retarded, like literally on paper. I am. But I'm not hiding that from you guys. I'm not gonna hide my handicap from you guys. But a lot of people saw me as like a real big screwball in school, and because I would talk about stuff like this, right? So someone says, I can't believe Castro Jr. is still in Canada working. He is the heel, folks. It's a show. It's a heel. He's a heel. And who is the face? Who is the face? Who is the face? Polly Bear. Oh. Yep. So we got Rave Elevator saying, hey, Average Mike. Hey, how you doing, Rave Elevator? Okay, we got something here. Oh, Intermix Hector. Legal dispute rages over unsolved $24 million gold heist at Toronto Airport. Airline and armored car company locked in bitter lawsuit over who is to blame for one of Canada's largest ever heists. James Farmer put it politely, in a polite way, just like the Austro-Hungarian Empire. There you go. James is always on cue. Who are my cues here tonight? Who's on cue here for me? We got Old White Guy. We got Neo here. We got Intermix Hector. And we got Rave Elevator and James Farmer. So somebody just sent me a message here saying, on Skype, saying, Mike, I think your I have to get glasses, folks. I think your Twitter X account was taken down because of that live stream you did. You were calling out a lot of world leaders on that and calling them BS and really mother effing everybody. I watched a bit of that re-stream of Mike in the Night. I think it was episode 403 I was watching, where you were just throwing every politician under the bus. I think that's why Twitter was forced to take down your page / influence on there. Well, I had no influence on there. I barely had any traction. So we got I've to keep fit 49. Howdy room, of course, Mr. Mike. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, so I'm all riled up. I'm gonna go to work today, and or maybe my mom will come home in a bit and say, "Why are you sweating for?" And I'll be like, "I just did a live stream," and to be like, "Oh, okay, all right, you did a live stream. You're sweating like crazy. I just did a live stream." I get like that when I watch Cops. It does not make you retarded, Mike. It makes you a visionary. Says Ricky Todd. No. But I am like challenged when it comes to reading and other things. So I am very challenged. I wonder if my Rumble stream is still up. I don't even think it's up. Okay, Rumble's still up. Good. Rumble stream is still up. All right. Yeah, we're constantly getting shut down everywhere, folks, and I don't know what to do anymore. I'm in the territory of Canada. Yes, I tried to move to other countries. It didn't work. They weren't taking my kind in. And yeah, it's been this really big problem, right? And I believe the problem that the problem I'm having on social media is when I bring up the Chinese money laundering, the fentanyl gangs, and the factories in China producing the fentanyl and then redistributing the drugs in Canada, America, and then they have these operations down in Mexico where they're bringing over the fentanyl and the drugs over, and basically using that money and relaundering it into the housing market and leaving these empty cities into empty shells. The reason why I haven't gotten nowhere on social media is because of that. Because of the whole problem with the money laundering and the Chinese and the fentanyls and all that stuff has been a big problem for me here on the channel. And I just say it how it is. Yeah, I just hope everybody is having a good day today. I really do. I really do. Hope everyone's enjoying their day. And watch someone's skyping me. Urgent. Mike, your Rumble stream is down. Your Rumble stream is down. Guys, go over to Rumble and see if it's still up. If somebody could go over and just tell me if the stream is still up here. I'm going to leave it here because I have more people. I got 60 people watching me on YouTube. Go over there and see. They took my they took my friggin'. They. It looks like Facebook is still going. We got Ray Webb in the house. How you doing, buddy? So I don't know. Do I get more than 2 people watching me on Facebook? I do. Go check it, see, guys. It looks like go see if my Rumble's up. I'm getting like freezing on Rumble. If anyone could go over and check for me, I would really appreciate that. Yeah, it looks like it's down, folks. Mike, your town looks like a nice place for retirement. What's your average yearly taxes there? I'm paying $4,400 or $4,700 a year for property tax for the 2 stoplights. We got 2 stoplights. Killed Rumble stream, says Ricky Todd. Luke is saying it's down, Mike. Oh, they took down my stream. Yeah. Anytime you bring up the Chinese, money laundering, fentanyl, empty homes, Chinese gangs. Ricky's saying I was just there. Yeah, they're... D-Live is still running. And Twitch is still up. Shano Vision's on Twitch. So I got him on there checking it out. I hope Rumble doesn't suspend me again. Or freeze my channel. We're running out of places to run Mike in the Night. So I've to keep fit says he's paying 5 large in the Niagara region. So yeah, wow. And that's terrible. But Niagara region has more than 2 stoplights though. Like I got 2 stoplights here. Some people argue there's 3, but then when you look on the map and like that's kind of out of the way to be 3 stoplights in the town. That's kind of really out of the way, but some people argue with me and say there's 3 stoplights in town and yeah. Okay. Yeah, Rumble's down. Oh shoot. Yeah. We're running out of places to go, folks. I don't think they like the whole Rumble Heroes angle I've been pushing for the last year. I don't think they like that either. Guys, if you're just tuning in, you missed the show. Go back, rewind. Go back and watch the replay. We're just talking here in the comments. Go back and watch it from the beginning. You missed a good intro and a good build up to where we are right now. Yeah, 2 years ago, we weren't allowed to stream on Rumble 2 years ago, and we lost our stream key, and we weren't given a stream key for 8 months, and then we were allowed to come back on the platform and stream again. If you guys remember that, there's quite a few people that remember. Then we had to go back to Odyssey, and I had to take the shit off my face, and so embarrassed. I promoted it for weeks that we're going to Rumble, and Where is a good place to eat in Merritt? That bamboo garden or something. That bamboo thing is Chinese restaurant's really good. Some of the best food. Some of the best Chinese food. Man, I've eaten Chinese food in New York, Chinatown. I've had Chinese food in San Francisco. I've had Chinese food in Taiwan. I've had Chinese food all over the world. And there's a place not far from me in my town, around the block from my store. I think it's called Bamboo Panda or something. They have some of the best Chinese food I've ever had in my whole life. I'm not joking. And it's not jacked up in MSG. It's actually really good. So if you're coming to... Brian C. is saying the 7-Eleven chicken in Merritt. Yeah. Guys, I'm going to give you my... I have a feeling something's going to come down on social media. And a lot of the truthers... Okay, I'm not a truther. I've been here before the truther movement. I was here before. Old white guy would tell you. Old white guy would tell you. If he's still in the comments. Old white guy is a pre-COVID, pre-truther movement, pre. Old white guy's been around long, and he could tell you who's here and who's not, and who's really on... Okay, so I'm going to give you guys the D-Live. There's the D-Live there. Sorry, guys, I'm filling you guys up with spam on the chat. Damn. Here, I'm going to put a comment here on the video. There we go. Yeah, it's down. Shit. Okay, it's down on Rumble. Facebook's still moving nicely. But Facebook has a lot of things in place for censorship anyway. That's why when you have 100,000 followers, you got 6 people viewing. That's how they have it. They have it already tuned up. So it's already there. So 2 or 3 people get the message. And, yeah, I'm going to give you guys my D-Live if you want to go and watch me on there. I would really... appreciate it so much. And we got a couple of people over on Twitch. We got Shadow Vision there. And all right, guys. What else? You guys have anything else to say? Old white guy saying truth. And they created this truth movement. They purposely created this truth movement, or the media pegged it as a truth movement, or truthers coming out post-COVID that are coming out, and they both purposely set up that way of that persona on purpose, so that people could feel like they deserve a medal on their chest, and they've been truthing, and they're telling it how it is, and the problem is now the truther movement's in internal civil war, right? The truther movement is in internal civil war. They're fighting against each other. They hate each other. They're not promoting each other. And that's basically set up for failure. That's why it was set up that way, right? Again, there's people like myself and Old White Guy and Omar from Watchers Talk, The Walking Journey. We have all these people that are 10 years pre-COVID that were telling you what was coming down the pipe. But for some reason, we're constantly being kicked off of platforms, shadow banned, because they want their influencers on their platforms to bring the movement forward, to bring the truth forward. And that's where we're sitting now, folks. And I'll just keep putting away while I got air in my lungs. And, if you guys want to throw over some change for coffee, there's a donor box link in the comments. In the description. If you guys want to buy me a coffee, I would really appreciate it very much. Yes. Yeah. That's the truther movement in a nutshell for you guys. I'm not a truther. Haven't been one. Not part of no movement. Not part of no rallies. I was covering the Yellow Vest movement across Canada in 2019, right? I think also Old White Guy was doing that too. Let's see if the video's still up, guys. Just bear with me. Let's see if the video's still up. Oh God, I'm sorry, guys. We have to. This has to. Sorry, guys. We have to. Oh, it's got music.
YouTubers, Mike Martin's here. Mike Martin's channel, standing in Merritt. Yellow Vest. What's going on? Let's find out.
This is just a peaceful cause of the Yellow Vest, hopefully to rally people across Canada to make Canada a better place, to stop the bureaucratic, the corrupt governments, just the way things we're doing. Stop buying foreign oil. This is one of the reasons why we're standing here in front of the RCMP to promote awareness to this.
Did you see?
Welcome, Patriots! I see
That's the Yellow Vest movement in Toronto we're covering.
around this crowd, and I see a lot of people like me. People that...
Edmonton, Alberta was doing a Yellow Vest movement. And they don't want people to remember this, right?
Do you like it or not? We are in a war.
Ottawa, Ontario.
This war is not with bullets. This is a war of information. This is economic. This is cultural.
That right there is a hero. If anyone knows who this guy is, I want to get him on Mike in the 90s, pre-COVID. This was published on 4 years ago. Let's get the exact date. December 17, 2018, governments were losing grip. And let's keep going here. Toronto, 416. And all these people across Canada were branded as terrorists. And we're covering this in 2018 for you guys. I know Old White Guy was covering it. I know a lot of other people were covering it. This right here, folks. This is the real truth movement. This is the real truthers right here. These are the people that are telling the truth. We were covering this across Canada, Edmonton, Alberta, Calgary, Alberta. This was 2018, no confidence in government. And that's why governments were forced to pull the trigger on the pandemic. All right, guys. The only thing different is political faces. Nicely said, Mike, says Old White Guy. Mike, get some Bitcoin. Yeah, maybe I will. All right, guys, I'm going to go open my store. I got to feed my family. I hope I can make some sales. It's been really slow the last 2 weeks. Even though I own a toy store, tabletop game store during Christmas, it's been completely dead. And I hope I could pick up some sales this week. Hopefully somebody drives in. 95% of my business is from out-of-towners. So hopefully the highways are clear and good to go. And, yeah, guys, don't forget to share this and let people know who... Everybody's going to come back to Mike. Everybody's coming back to Mike Martins. Everybody. Everyone's coming back to Old White Guy. Everyone's going to come back to Watchers Talk Omar, The Walking Journey. People are all going to come back. Why? Because they want the truth. God bless you, Cash Malachi Chapel. Stay strong. Have an awesome day. Have an awesome Friday, guys. Happy Friday to everybody. And happy belated Thanksgiving to our American friends there in the South. Keep your guns. Keep your Constitution. Keep everything. Mike Martins here. I have spoken.